Bernie that stand by their convictions. You know, Bernie tells the truth. That's the problem. These other politicians, like you brought up earlier, they can tell the truth, but then they, you know, it's a difference between talking and walking the talk. And Bernie continues to walk the talk, you know, whereas Elizabeth Warren has been doing a lot of talking, but now she ain't been doing much walking. And you know, so we gotta hold their feet to the fire and make sure that, you know, if they're gonna tell the truth, they gotta be sure that they believe it and that they stand behind it with their actions, not just their words. And that's all I wanted to say. Like I said, I'm optimistic for the future. At least, you know, it's not for our generation now, for the next generation. You know, I think people are going to keep fighting and keep fighting for what's right. Now that the veil's been pulled off of the whole sham, you know.
I love it, man. I love it, Eric. I love the comment. I love Stella. I love what you're talking about, my brother. And look, guys, he's right. You know, the younger generation, man, they go look stuff up, man. In fact, I still get upset when there are people who are talking about situations. Hey, thank you, Eric, for your phone call, brother.
Hey, y'all, this your girl, Miss K 1987. I am back with another hangout. This hangout is called "The Black Community Are Sick and Tired of These Preachers." When something bad happens in our community, like with, you know, black on black crime or, you know, police brutality, these dumbass fucking preachers, they want to come up in the community and preach and start preaching down on people and shit. People don't want to hear that shit. How you doing, Miss Raislin? How you doing? And I'm glad Pastor Jamal Brian Garchek ran out of Baltimore. You don't give a fuck about them folks in Baltimore. People catching hell over there. And you want the nerd to go drive your little fancy ass over there. Then when Kim was on the last hangout, Kim was telling me that he got some woman pregnant and he wanted her to get an abortion because he didn't want everybody to know. See, preachers, they want to preach down on motherfuckers, but they don't want people to know they motherfucking dirt. And that's the shit I don't like. That's why I stopped going to these churches, man, because a lot of these churches are full of shit nowadays. You read on, be honest, a lot of these so-called preachers sold out. They ain't preaching no the truth. A lot of these preachers don't teach out of Revelations, and we in the book of Revelations. I mean, you'll probably go to some churches and hear some pastors speak about it. But a lot of these preachers, they're not teaching. Like Creflo Dollar, he gonna have to nerve to ask his congregation to donate him some money so he get a fucking jet to travel. You could buy a plane ticket like everybody else, Creflo Dollar.
Abusive Hillary, you can't go. That's what, and this is something, the guys, that's not even being talked about in mainstream. And I don't hear it talked about.
Like, I don't know. That's what I don't. And then a lot of these churches, they got a lot of single black women up in these churches. A lot of single black women going to these churches. Do
you realize we just had a great relationship with somebody?
Because I run to a lot of brothers and they don't be going to church. There's only feminine ass black men going to church. Simp ass black men going to church.
That we admire. Now you want to pretend that never happened. Go over here to somebody going, you know, cussing at you, lying to you, coming in late, smelling like other people's perfume.
Because the preacher ain't living his life right. He had no right to look down on me and preach his bullshit to me.
Who's that? Nobody. Why they keep looking over here? I don't know.
Don't tell me to live my life right and you out here gambling. Then a lot of these preachers are fucking gay. Bishop Eddie Long. And he was on the Steve Harvey show. Yeah, I could look that up right now.
Well, Hillary might, you might not be the trustee, but Trump's crazy. Well, I don't want neither one of them. Can I just stay on the open market and hope that I can get back this person that was really right for me? I mean,
Yep, here it is right here. I'm about to play this shit.
Lily, she pretty much lives in her favorite princess dress. But once a week, I let her play sheriff so I can wash it. I use Tide to get out those week-old stains and Downy to get it fresh and soft.
You are free to go.
Tide and Downy together. Today, celebrity restaurateurs. Jill and Juliana Rancic step in and save a couple's business. Then, from mega church stardom to a same-sex scandal that shocked the nation.
You said that you would fight the charge. So why did you settle?
The exclusive.
Can you answer this question, yes or no? Did you ever have sexual relations with any of your accusers?
Discuss Eddie Long, the untold story.
After several years of the pressure, I want to make a statement. Today, folks, is going to be a tough one. Today, I'm sitting down.
Oh, hey, God, let me pause this and have my phone right quick. Now, Bishop Eddie Long, he on a Steve Harvey show wants some motherfucking sympathy and shit. Like, these preachers are fucking fake, man. They in this shit for the fame. They're not in it for the creator. But the real preachers that's preaching the true word, they don't want to preach. Yeah, I'm just trying to get this situated. I'm gonna get this situated.
For over 75 years, Albert Lee Appliance has been helping dads and their kids surprise mom.
Today, celebrity restaurateurs. Jill and Juliana Rancic step in and save a couple's business. Then, from mega church stardom to a same-sex scandal that shocked the nation.
You said that you would fight the charge. So why did you settle?
The exclusive. Today, celebrity restaurateurs. Jill and Juliana Rancic step in and save a couple's business. Then, from mega church stardom to a same-sex scandal that shocked the nation.
You said that you would fight the charge. So why did you settle?
The exclusive.
Can you answer this question, yes or no? Did you ever have sexual relations with any of your accusers?
Eddie Long, the untold story.
After several years of the pressure, I want to make a statement. Today, folks, is going to be a tough one. Today, I'm sitting down.
It's like 38 minutes, show. The show.
That for months I wasn't sure if I should or I could do. Whether you know my first guest story or not, you'll understand why it's such a struggle for me in just a moment. Let's take a look. In 1987, Bishop Eddie Long became the pastor of Georgia's New Birth Missionary Baptist Church. Since that time, Bishop Long took what was a small congregation of 300 members and through his passionate ministry and strong connection to the community, transformed the parish into a bona fide mega church that once boasted more than 25,000 regular worshipers. But in 2010, Bishop Long's path was rocked by controversy. Several lawsuits alleging the bishop used his influence to coerce a number of the church's underage boys into sexual relationships. Throughout the process, Long has denied the allegations through attorneys and spokesmen, and all of the lawsuits have since been settled out of court. I am not the man that's being portrayed on the television. But the fallout has been epic. There have been calls for his resignation. Parishioners have left in droves. The church's Christian academy closed. His marriage was publicly strained, and the bishop even admitted contemplating suicide. At the moment.
This motherfucker, motherfucker talk about committing suicide. That dude full of shit.
Well, I wanted to kill myself.
Y'all hear this shit?
Bishop Long is the author of several books, including his latest, The Untold Story, a story of adversity, pain, and resilience. Bishop Eddie Long is joining us today in his first public interview discussing his side of this story. Please welcome Bishop Eddie Long. Bishop, welcome. Thank you, sir. You know, what makes this tough for me is because this is a guy that I love. His church was the first church that I went to when I moved my family to Atlanta. You've helped me in my personal life when I was fighting so desperately to get my son. I think the work that you've done in the community has been just stellar. So the tough part is because I guess I'm human like so many other people, you know. It was hard for me to wrap my mind around allegations like this. I wanted to do this interview so people get a chance to hear from you. You haven't spoken to the media since the allegation surfaced in 2010. Why now?
Well, first of all, thank you for allowing me to be here, and I thank you for this opportunity to speak. And the reason I'm speaking, it's been 5 years, and I'm not really trying to talk about what happened 5 years ago, but in retrospect, I'm trying to get across that in everybody's life, you're going to hit a wall. And there's life when you think that everything is gone, and I want to be a living testimony of that versus trying to make people believe of this or that. I want them to witness what I am and what God is doing and how others can rise.
Now, under the terms of the settlement with his accusers, there are things that Bishop Long can't legally discuss. Millions of people want to know, what can you tell us about the accusations? And how do you feel about the situation?
Well, it's very little I can talk about that. And I would say that I'm not trying to skirt it, just it's written and it's part agreement, and I can't do that.
Can you answer this question with a yes or a no? Did you ever have sexual relations with any of your accusers?
I'm bound by court, but I can't answer. I can't make any statements about that.
Okay. Now, in the book, Bishop Long wrote, I fell into a Christian celebrity trap. Celebrity status can cause you to make choices that create scenarios for destruction. And you go on to say, if I had made different decisions, I would not have found myself in the situation I was facing. So which decisions were you referring to?
You start to move up in the status where now you're with famous athletes, you're with entertainers, you're invited to this, you're at the White House, you're here, you're there, and after a while, you're caught up in something that you don't know you're caught up in, and you're not paying attention to things you should be paying attention to. You can let people in that have not earned the right to walk with you, or take for granted who they're with. They're not there to cover you. They're there to get what they can get and all of that. And so you don't know the motives of the people around you. And so I've allowed a lot of people to get around me that I did not know their motives and not really paying that much attention to it. And then kind of listening to it as if sometimes that could be your crowd, your hype people, etc. And not knowing that there are various agendas within the pack.
Wow. Now, Bishop Long addressed his congregation shortly after the allegations were first made public, and he categorically denied them. Let's take a look at the tape.
There have been allegations and attacks made on me.
I have never in my life portrayed myself as a perfect man. But I am not the man that's being portrayed on the television. That's not me. That is not me.
Bishop, let me ask you at that moment, was there more you wanted to say to the congregation at that time?
You don't know what quite to say because you have now handlers, you have lawyers, you have your attorneys, you have this, you have media advisors, you have all of this. And so you're kind of put in a pocket of when you now immediately shifted to a survival mode. You're calculating, and then you have several folks who are telling you this, but you don't need to do. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to do that. But yet, you're conflicted. You want to speak as much to their heart, comfort, and that, but at the same time, you're kind of held back to guidelines. This is not going to happen. You can't do this. You got to do that. We got to see if this is going to be it. And now you're in a chess game.
In the speech, you said that you would fight the charges. So why did you settle the case?
The old gambler song, got know when to hold it, know when to fold it, know when to walk away. By then, after such attack of media, the stress of all of that and all of this, you got to look at what's happening to you. At that point, everyone who believed in you was still believing in you. At that point, who didn't believe in me wasn't going to believe in me, no matter what I did, no matter what the court said. And sometimes, even in life, you got to figure, am I going to win the battle or do I need to win the war? And so I had to make a decision to save me, save my family, and save the church because continuing on is just going to be beat, and give everybody more opportunity to beat up people.
Right. See, a lot of people struggle with the settlement. A settlement is not an admission of guilt in a court of law. But the court of public opinion is different. See, when people hear settlement, they go the other way. You understand?
I understand that.
And from the moment that the allegation surfaced, Bishop Long's world came crashing down around him. Up next, we're going to talk about his marriage, some of the darkest moments since the allegation. So stay with us. We'll be back more with Bishop Eddie Long.
Coming up, more Steve's exclusive chat with embattled pastor Bishop Eddie Long.
Was there something you ever wanted to say to your accusers? You've been outspoken on same-sex relationships, marriages. What's your position on that? You talked about the pain of losing other close relationships because of these allegations. Were you surprised by those reactions? All right, I'm back with Bishop Eddie Long. This is his first public interview since the troubling sexual allegations made against him in 2010. During a recent sermon, Bishop Long revealed that he'd gone to a very dark place. Let's take a look.
When I was being condemned in the four corners of the earth, I had a moment. Where I wanted to kill myself and was ready. What kept me? It's not a scripture. What kept me is that every time I showed up here, you were here.
Was that your darkest hour? Describe what drove you there.
You hear so much from so many. And I guess the shouts when you're going through, and I want others to know this, when they're going through something, the shouts of your haters seem to be louder and more multiplied than people who are with you. And somehow, because we have a bend towards the negative anyway, they get to your ear. And that's just major heavy to try to see an end. And if you saw light, it was another spring coming. Mhm.
Let's talk about the impact that all of this had on your wife and family. Your wife Vanessa initially stood by you, but then filed for a divorce a year after the allegation surfaced. Did you believe your marriage was over at that time?
I knew what the situation was. Let me put it like this. I always put it in the reference of Hurricane Katrina. When Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans and all that, the hurricane was like bam. But it wasn't the hurricane that really destroyed Louisiana. It was the levees that gave out the stress.
Hey, Spoon Wells.
We were together in all of this as the hurricane hit.
This is my thing that I don't like about this motherfucking show. It's been like 12 minutes and 10 seconds. I watched it's like 38 minutes and 0 seconds. Bishop Eddie Long is full of shit. I'm just gonna say it and tell it how it is. This motherfucker is full of shit. And the reason why I'm saying he's full of shit, because he on the Steve Harvey show playing the victim and shit. Because your wife, she had to divorce you for a reason. Because if you slept with them underage boys and you mess around with dudes and shit, yeah, I'll divorce your sorry ass too. But you know what? What goes in the dark comes to light anyway. I be hearing about these pedophiles in the industry, all that shit, up in these churches. And some of these preachers be on the DL. But I'm about to play the rest of the show.
And all that. And that did shake and that did rumble and all of that. But the constant bombardment of the negative, the constant of looking as though my wife had said to me several times before we filed that let's just ride off. She was just tired. It wasn't, we didn't spend days arguing and questioning, and that wasn't what was going on in the house. It was just, I can't stay here under this pressure every day, not knowing what tomorrow's going to bring, what somebody else is going to say about something else. It was more, it was not just that. It was just everything I could think of was just coming at us.
Yeah. You've been married how long?
26 years.
26 years. It's got to be hard for the wife.
Exactly.
Because these are strong allegations and it's levied against her husband. That's a tough thing to grapple with. And they steady just coming, man. In August of 2012, Bishop Long's wife, Vanessa, spoke to the women in the New Birth congregation about her struggle after the allegations were made public. And she said, I was in the middle of the storm and I got off the ship. As much as I love my husband, my family, my New Birth family, I couldn't take another minute pretending I was okay. Her wife eventually withdrew the petition for divorce. And how did you get your marriage back on track?
Well, again, it wasn't where we were arguing and all of that, but it's a lot of focus. We still have some challenges, to be very, very honest with you. Yeah, so I'm not going to sit here and we're on the white horse, but we're together and we're working through that and we're growing. If it wasn't for her, I would have been gone.
In the book, Bishop Long talked about the pain of losing other close relationships because of these allegations. And he wrote, to my dismay, I saw how many people will run from you in tough times. I was treated as a leper or a contagious disease.
People probably ran from Bishop Everly Long because they see how fucking fake and phony he is. He got exposed. And they didn't want to be part of his fucking church or be his friend.
He went on to say, the feeling of abandonment can pull on your soul. I'm referring to the people who have walked with you, laughed with you, cried with you, yet it seems that when it happened, those relationships came to an abrupt end. This is one of the most difficult aspects of my trial. Were you surprised by those reactions?
Very much, because it's you can laugh with people, cry with them, be with them a good while, and you think they know you. And even in a relationship, if someone said something about you, but you know me this way, they know me like you know me, versus, okay, but now I don't know you anymore. One day you're a mighty man, the next day you're a scum because of that. And that's the part where I've got so celebrity-wise, where I really wasn't noticing They weren't loving me. They were loving what they can get from walking with me.
Yeah, I guess, being real about it, I guess I was one of the ones that sort of distanced himself. See, I see both sides.
And I do that.
Because Martin Luther King said a man can't be judged in moments of comfort and convenience, but in turmoil and strife, then and only then will you know a true measure of a man. And that's how your friends work. You can have, I got a bunch of sunshine friends, but when stuff go bad, I've seen it firsthand how they walk away. See, you talk to a bunch of famous men, and you say, "Hey man, your boy got uh, they accusing him of having a chick on the side." Oh man, you ride or die. What you need? Hey man, let me call you. Let me tell you how I handle that. You get all types of help. You can face a man with another man. You can look at that and fix that in your mind. And then this allegation different from them. This is about some young people. And now you got to go, whoa, wait a minute. But in here, I just really want people to hear you. I and can I tell you the truth, man, about this interview? I ain't trying to change nobody's mind. I ain't, cause I can't. I found out I can't.
And that's why I'm here. I didn't show up today to try to change somebody's mind about me. I found some of the worst people in the world. But here's the great thing. I discovered some of the best people in the world that I would have never saw true character of those people if I had not gone through what I went through. And I would have never known the God I preach about that I know now that I did about before that. And so I wouldn't trade that for a moment. I'm not because people don't like me or I know who I'm talking about now.
Coming up, everybody, we're talking about the church fallout and what stopped Bishop Long from resigning. So stay with us. We'll be back. We got more with Bishop Long.
Stay tuned. Tough questions and honest answers as the conversation continues.
At any point, did you think about resigning?
Leaving to me would be death.
You've been outspoken on same-sex relationships, marriages. What's your position on that?
My position is the same as it's always been. The marriage is between men and women, and that's what it is.
I thought you sleep with dudes.
I am. OJ killed everybody in that driveway.
Plus, a can't miss treasure.
Steve Harvey's a fucking coon. Fuck this bitch. He gonna talk about, yeah, OJ's killed everybody.
Mention updates tomorrow.
Folks, I'm back with Bishop Eddie Long. There were protests and rallies on the steps of the Georgia State Capitol on October 31st, 2010, calling for Bishop Long's resignation after the allegation. Bishop, let me ask you this. At any point, did you think about resigning and why didn't you?
Leaving wasn't an option. Leaving to me would be death. And let me explain what I mean by that. Once you figure out who you are to be, you can never stop being that. And so I knew beyond a shadow of doubt, I was the pastor and I'm supposed to be here. And I'm not leaving until God tells me to leave. And that fed me of still rising up because I have purpose.
Your membership has grown tremendously. You started with a very, very small congregation. You grew that thing over 25,000 members. Since then, that number has declined since the allegation to somewhere like 10,000. How do you feel about that number reducing that way? What are your thoughts with all of that?
Well, to be very honest, it took a while to get used to. Anytime someone comes to something, you're in a new normal. And it was very disturbing to be able to come in where I used to come in and see all that, and I see this. But when you look at it, I'll never forget, Steve, I was sitting, and one of my associate ministers, Tommy, was sitting next to me, and he could tell I was very burdened about it. And he said, you need to stop worrying about who left and rejoice over who stayed. It just finally opened up. So many of us get hung up on who left and ignore who stayed. And my whole shift was, I gotta love these folks. Instead of trying to reconcile, that's ego stuff I gotta work through. That's all that and I had to work through that stuff. But I had to rejoice and thank God because everybody could have, you know. But they stayed. What do you say to people, Bishop, who say stories like this is why they don't go to church, or why they lost faith in church? What do you say to people? Very humbly, I would say, reread the Bible and look at the stories. When you look at the people in the Bible, nobody was perfect. And the whole story, Steve, is about redemption. That's what it's about. And that's what the part we miss. Let me ask you one other question. You've been outspoken on same-sex relationships, marriages. Has any of that changed over the years? What's your position? My position is the same as it's always been. I believe marriage between a man and a woman, and I have the Bible the way I interpret it. That's what it is. And anybody who believes different, I'll tell them. And one thing that people know, I used to have all these various groups who believe the other way would come to church and worship with us, and then come to my hospitality room, and we would discuss this because I don't do it in hatred. I don't do it in bigotry. I do it in love. At the end of the day, if you believe this, then you're gonna believe that. But I'm gonna tell you my truth, and I'll accept what you call your truth. And but yet, it is my responsibility to say my truth, but not condemn you, but just say my truth.
We'll have more with Bishop Eddie Long, including how he feels about his accusers and why he wouldn't change anything. We'll be back.
Coming up next, Steve has a few final questions for Bishop Eddie Long.
Did you ever want to say anything to your accusers or to their family? I'm back with Bishop Eddie Long. In the book, you say that you wouldn't change the backlash you received. Why so?
This whole experience, Steve, and I think and people look back at things that they've come through, it it will advance you even into a greater place. As hard as it was, and sometimes still is, I'm more of an authentic person. I'm more in touch with myself.
This shit bullshit. Yeah, you in touch with yourself, all you fucking homo. I gotta watch that Jamal Bryant get ran out of Baltimore again. That shit was hilarious as fuck.
I gotta holler at you, man. Check this out. This is why I'm the streets, man. What I want to know, man, cold-blooded, man. Like I'm saying, man, you say you for the people. You got our people all up in your church. You know, what I mean, you're supposed to bag these people, man. And I mean, I understand that your service right no answers, but like, yo, man, then you come out here like I'm over on the ground like 100, like, you know, some days you down here mad. Don't come. Where'd you live for time? I want you nowhere in our city, yo. Like you don't need, yo. You need, we don't need much more in our streets. Like you disrespect our streets, man. This me PFK home. I was on the front. You disrespected up here north, and you came down there. You ain't fighting no war with us, yo. You ain't had nothing on your shirt. You ain't had no guns or nothing. And then you fucking with our oppressors. But we have to fuck with all and all them, man. You trying to kill us, man. Where we put our man? We telling you more the streets, but like you killing us, man. All right. We don't want you in our fucking city now. To get the fuck out the whole city. Is it that easy? Then we gonna get you the fuck out of here? No, sir. Well, this out, man. Don't come in our don't come nowhere down here no more. Wherever PFK boom at, you don't come. I know you can take it, man. I know you know DVD and all them. I know you be going things like all that. Yeah, man. Don't come down here no more. Boom, set. That's a man.
Hey, Pretty
The streets
Rose.
don't want you here. I'm speaking for them. So we see you here. So you said you won't come on my motherfucking streets no more.
Pretty Rose, if you want to talk to me, call my number. You got my number. Call me.
Hello.
Hey, girl. I decided to call you.
Thank you. I heard on your comment section that I've been calling you and never answer my call.
I've been getting no calls from you lately.
I've been so busy with work and yeah, I've been calling you, but I've been busy with work and school. I started beauty school, so everything's all good.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, girl, I'm getting on these fake ass preachers. Have you seen Bishop Eddie Long's interview on the Steve Harvey show?
No, I haven't seen that.
Man, he sound like a bitch.
I'm tired of all these schools too. It's like, how can you be black and hate your own people? Like, that's just ridiculous to me.
Yeah. But how you feel about have you seen that video where Pastor Jamal got kicked out of Baltimore?
I heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, when you get the chance, look at this shit. The brother's like, man, we don't want you here no more. You killing our people and stuff. You disrespecting our people. Like he told that pastor, he called out TDJs and everybody. He like, all y'all preachers is fake, man. And that's why I decided to do a topic. The black community are sick and tired of these fake preachers.
Yeah, and they like to take our money when we go to church.
Yeah.
I understand sometimes when you go to church, it's okay to make a donation, but they get greedy as hell. They like to take $2 instead of one, because some people have to pay bills and stuff.
Exactly. But they don't care about that. It's gimme.
I love God. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Oh,
I thought you were done talking.
Oh, no, it's okay. Quick, go what you were saying. My bad. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, I love church and I would love to go back to church, but I just feel like it's too expensive. The preachers, they greedy. They want you to, give $2 or $3 or $4 instead of just one. And I'm like, are you for real? Mm-hmm. If you're supposed to be a Christian, you're supposed to give to the poor, not take from it. I feel like these preachers be taking from the poor.
They do. They do.
Like it's ridiculous. How you gonna be for God and say you love God and tell others to love God, but yet you taking from the poor, from His people?
And then they be talking about, yeah, if you don't pay your tithes or offering, you steal it from the Lord. I'm like, the Creator don't care about your money, and I'm like, plus that's not His name anyway, the Lord.
Right. Like, I was watching your video earlier before I went to school. I was commenting, but I really didn't have time to talk that much. With you and Talia on the line, when you all get together, you all talk about some great topics.
Thank you.
I wanted to roast Jamila with you. You and Talia. That lady was making a fool of herself, but you and Talia, especially you went in on.
Well, matter of fact, if you want to go in on the bitch, go right ahead. What's up, Z Lizard? You want me to send you a late, Ma? It's the perfect time.
Now, I just watched the video of her and Alexis very, putting, I don't know if they're putting their differences aside or they squashed their beef or whatever, which is shocking to me.
Damn, they squashing their beef?
I don't know for sure, but I watched it on an RPJ video. They were talking with each other. And Jamila is blaming all her problems and all her stalking and dude on this lady named Beatrice. And it's like, she may be older than you, but Jamila, you a grown ass woman, you're 40. You're pushing 40. You gotta take responsibility for your own actions.
Exactly.
And what you do.
Exactly.
I still can't believe she was online posting her naked pictures and twerking in front of her son and molesting her son. I'm still surprised about that. I'm surprised nobody really did anything.
Exactly.
That's disgusting. That is just disgusting.
Yeah, it is. Something wrong with that broad, man.
Yes, there's definitely wrong with her. And then she accuses a lot of all these women of wanting these dudes that don't want her. I mean, this De Niro guy, I've seen pictures of him. He is an attractive guy. He's cute. I'm not gonna lie. But just because I say a guy is cute and attractive, that doesn't mean I want him.
Yeah, she insecure, especially like, oh, you want him, you trying to get him for yourself. I'm like, bitch, I don't want
He
the
doesn't
dude.
want you though.
You trying to fight
You
over a
making
nigga that don't even
yourself,
want you.
yeah, it's like you making yourself look so ridiculous and so retarded fighting over a dude that don't want you. Like,
Exactly.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's like all she do is talk about him, stalk him. She probably still gonna be stalking him, but I saw a video where it says that she was done with all this. She always says that. And then she goes back right to stalking him again.
Hell yeah. Hey, Queen. Yeah.
So, but it was funny how you had everybody going in on her though. But I was at work when you was doing all those videos about her. I didn't really have time to really watch until I was on break, so I was at home sleeping.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, girl. When I was watching Jamila's hangouts and stuff, she wanna try to clown my fucking video. I guess when I was doing my last couple videos I did, she gonna click like on my video and shit. I'm like, bitch, how you gonna talk shit but click like on my video? I think she subbed to my channel. Well, I'm subbed to her channel too, so I can laugh at her dumb ass.
Yeah, I am too. I'm sub to you because I really like you and what you talk about, and I respect you. But just because I sub to a lot of people doesn't mean I like them. I just sub to them, sub to some people just to laugh at them, like Tina Turner, for instance.
Yeah, she haven't posted videos in a minute.
She sure hasn't. I wonder what she's up to.
Her ass
But
probably
when she was
she
on
probably
YouTube,
somewhere selling her pussy.
Probably what?
She probably somewhere selling her ass.
Yep, she is. I'm glad she ain't doing videos lately. I subbed to her so I can laugh at her ugly fat ass. She still thinks black women are jealous of her fat ugly ass. She's no better than Jamila. She's really no better than Jamila. Her fat ass, she would sit her fat ass all up on camera twerking and shit, thinking that shit is cute. It's like, what person told you being 400 pounds and twerking in the thong is cute and sexy? That's not sexy. You don't have to degrade yourself and twerk online to be sexy, because no man will respect you. No man will marry you. But you won't have no friends, no girlfriends, because nobody wants to be around a trash slut.
Oh, well, she'll try other trash sluts as friends, but
like Caramel Kitten. Like, I caught Caramel Kitten put up a video of her twerking in the elevator in Sana, and I guess two women got in the elevator and rolled their eyes at her or whatever. I made a comment saying that this bitch is such a slut. And then I got a comment saying that I was hating and I wish I could twerk like her. And I'm like, first of all,
any black woman could get on camera and shake her ass. I know how to twerk. That shit's easy, but I just choose not to do that. Like female, like, oh, you wish you could do that. Any female could get on there and do that, but the ones that don't do that, they respect themselves. So these simp ass niggas need to go sit their ass down with that fuck shit.
Exactly. Yeah, so it was some dude. It was some thirsty dude. I ain't seen no picture, but I could tell it was a dude. He was like, you hating on her because you wish you could twerk. And I'm like, twerking is not something that a classy lady would do. And I asked him, I was like, do you see Michelle Obama twerking? And he was like, well, do you see Michelle Obama commenting on a twerk video? And I'm like, no, but you don't see Michelle Obama twerking either. And Michelle Obama's a classy rich lady. You don't have to be rich to be classy, but I'm just saying women should look up to people like Michelle Obama, not Caramel Kitten.
Exactly. I don't know what females looking up to her. I ain't looking up to no thought that shake her ass on YouTube, but that's all she got to offer is her ass.
Exactly. That's disgusting. Caramel Kitten, her ass is too big to be twerking. That's disgusting.
Caramel, to be honest, Caramel Kitten look better than Tina. At least she not out of shape. She has a little shape.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she ain't the baddest looking chick, but she look better than Tina, fat ass Tina. I mean, when I was talking to Alexis K. Tyler on the phone, she said, because I think Tina wanted to be in De Niro Red's video, but De Niro said no, she too big. And when Alexis K. Tyler said, you know, you should get in the gym, she kind of got mad at her for saying that. It's true, bitch. You need to lose some fucking weight with your big crusty ass.
And then Tina, she be calling other bitches fat, and she's like 400 pounds. Now, Cassandra Offset, I don't really care for her that much because she comes off as cocky and rude too. But I don't respect that Tina Turner called Cassandra fat when you're bigger than Cassandra is.
I really don't got nothing. I really don't got nothing against Cassandra. I like Cassandra, and to be honest, Cassandra's pretty though. To be a heavyset girl, she's pretty. She got a pretty face.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the rest of her body looks like, but she's pretty.
Yeah.
And you never know, she might have a shape. You never know. She might have a shape. I know she got a handful of titties on her and stuff, but I don't know if she has a big ass. But some heavyset black women, they do have ass.
Oh yeah. I can say if a black woman is heavyset, you know, at least she don't look sloppy with her. When a white woman and Hispanic woman, when they're fat as hell, they're fat as hell. They fat and sloppy.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because me and Cassandra had gotten into it on YouTube because I just felt like Cassandra, she was talking about sleeping with married men and shit and whatever. It's whatever, but I'm willing to squash the beef with her, whatever beef I have with her, because I don't really know her. I don't know her at all. I don't really have no beef with her. I don't know her. I just didn't respect that she was on Mike Mills show talking about sleeping with a married man. And she be calling people fat too, and she's big. Yeah. But Tina Turner, I will never ever like Tina, and I will never respect Tina. For one, I don't respect the non-black bitch that will call black people niggas. I don't even like when black people call each other niggas, but if you're not black and you're saying the N-word, it's totally disrespectful to our race. Dude, watch your fucking mouth when you talk.
Exactly.
And then Tina gonna say Hispanic is black and she's black and she comes from the Caribbean. I think it's bullshit. Tina don't come from no fucking Caribbean.
That bitch is Mexican.
Yeah, she's Mexican. And truthfully, Mexican women are jealous of black women. They're jealous of us. They want to be us.
Hell yeah. Yeah, they want to be
Mexican women. Yeah, they think that we're jealous of them, but no, sweetheart. We have better bodies, better shapes. We're not fat and sloppy like most Mexicans. Every Mexican I've seen, they're fat and sloppy. I've never seen a Mexican slim female. I mean, I've seen a few, but not that many. Not that many.
Yeah. But anyway, man, these preachers, man, girl, that's why I don't go to these churches no more. They worship a white image of Jesus that's painted after a white homosexual. I forgot his name. I need to look that shit up.
Yeah. And I'm offended. I used to not know any better. And I used to wonder why they paint this image of Jesus as him being white. I used to wonder that. It's like, if all these black people are worshiping Jesus, and why is Jesus white with blue eyes? I don't understand that. And if he comes from Africa, and it says in the Bible that his hair is woolly and his skin is dark. It says that in the Bible. So what I'm trying to understand and figure out is why is Jesus pictures, his image is white and blue eyes. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Miss Kay, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I was listening. My bad. I be doing a bunch of stuff at the same time, talking to you, talking on the chat room.
Yeah, did you get what I said about Jesus' image and why is his image white with blue eyes and not black? with woolly hair, like they said in the Bible?
Because they want us to look up to them and worship them.
I'm sorry, I would never worship a being or even a human being just because they light skin
Exactly.
or light or white with blue eyes.
Exactly. Like that's why I can't like our Savior's black. Like every time I go up in the black church, hey babe. Every time we go up in the black church, they got a white image. Why they can't get a black image with a black man with woolly hair,
Yeah,
with dark skin?
I'm trying to understand that too. And then you got light skinned blacks, putting down darker skinned black people. And then you got dark skinned people, putting down lighter skinned black people. It's like we're all black at the end of the day. Like this light skin, dark skin shit has to stop for real. Because we're all black no matter how light we are. We're still African Americans.
Yep.
I don't know why it's this color separation going on.
I'm gonna start saying like Paul Mooney said, I'm a stolen African. Take that American word, take that American notes. I'm a stolen African.
Yeah. I'm a brown skinned female. I'm like a light brown. I'm not light skinned. I don't consider myself light skinned. I'm not dark skinned either. I don't consider myself light skinned because I'm not light. And I'm not light enough to pass for white. I know that much. Because in the slavery days, I would not be considered white or light skinned. Because I'm not that light. So I'm in between. I think me and you are the same skin color.
I'm like a caramel complexion.
In between light and dark. And then you got Jamila stupid ass talking about how dark skinned women are jealous of her and that she don't get along with too many dark skinned black women because dark skinned black women are evil and they just like to fight and they ghetto and shit like that.
I had someone who's crazy.
Yeah, she said she had a lot of problems with dark skinned black women.
Not all dark skinned sisters are bad. She gotta take the time to know them.
And in my head, I'm thinking, Jamila, you light skinned and ugly. You're not a beautiful woman, Jamila. You're just not. How can anybody be jealous of you just because of your skin color? That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. She don't look like Beyonce. She don't look like Rihanna. So what the hell? And Jamila, she need a makeover bad. She need to put some makeup on her face and do something with her hair.
Yeah.
This exact way to reach a
And then she blocked me on Facebook like a cowardly hoe that she is. Because I was telling her as the truth. I told her, stop stalking this dude because he doesn't want you. Then she blocked me. And Tina's fat ass blocked me. And it's like, y'all be on the internet acting ratchet, but when somebody tells y'all to act like classy ladies, y'all want to block them. Makes no sense to me.
No. So what you want to talk about, Queen? You're the co-host.
I want to talk about Tommy Sotomayor, and I'm trying to understand why he hates his people so much to the point where he talks about killing his own race. He tells white people to kill and shoot his own race of black people, teenagers and kids and all. And you got the police already shooting at black people.
Yeah, Tommy gonna keep doing what he doing. I don't even waste my time talking about that food no more. He gonna be a coon to the day he die.
Yeah. I mean, I understand black people sometimes we
And I
can
am
be
not ready
cruel
for
to
his
each
trolls to be
other.
coming on my channel, so I'll change the subject on Tommy.
Yeah.
I'll talk about him another
Yeah.
day. Anyway,
Um.
what else topic?
Oh, okay. Let's see what other topics. I'm trying to think of another topic.
Bless you.
Mhm.
Oh, I tell my man bless him. He just walked in the door from work.
Oh. Oh yeah. I mean, we can talk about the things you and Talia talk about, like racism, and you and Talia. I noticed you all talk about how they push the standard of white beauty on us.
Yeah, they do. They do.
And Talia, I saw a video that Talia was drawing. It was like a black girl, and all the dudes, black dudes, wanted her, and she drew a picture of a white girl or whatever. And all the dudes, no dudes was paying attention to the white girl, and the white girl had a jealous look on her face. Yeah, Talia created that image, and Talia said some people got on her page and got offended, and Talia was like, I don't understand why people are getting offended. Why can't black men be attracted to black women? Why can't we support black love or whatever, or black crush or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about that. What you think? Did you see that video yet?
What video again?
It was a video that Talia drew. Not a video, but it was a picture that Talia drew
I think I did.
of a black girl.
I think I did see that. I remember. Now I know. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what you think of it? Cause I liked it.
I like it. She's very creative. She should go to art school.
Yeah, she's young enough too. She should go to art school. But if she creates that image, she's gonna get a lot of hate, especially from racists.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna get a lot of hate from people.
Exactly.
But you're gonna have her own supporting her too, and you ain't even gonna have coons hating on her. I don't know.
Oh yeah. How you feel about the Orlando shooting?
That's sad. Like 50 people got killed. Like I don't really go out that much anyway. That's one of the reasons why I don't go out that much, because it's dangerous and you never know what could happen. And it was at a gay bar, wasn't it?
A gay club. It's called Pulse in Orlando, Florida. But this is my thing about the Atlanta shooter. How did this dude? How did security? How did he get past security with a machine gun? That's what I want to know. I think that's. I think that was. I think that was. I think. Did you? I think the government might have something to do with that crap.
Hmm.
Then I found out the dude that was a shooter. He was on a DL
I
something like
can't
that.
hear you.
Can you hear me now?
A little bit, but not too clear. Hello?
Can you hear me now?
A little bit.
Cause I got the speakers up loud. I can hear you perfectly.
I'm turning my phone all the way up.
You don't got no headphones?
I have headphones. But I don't. But they're not. They're used for me to listen to music or whatever. But when I talk on the phone with them, people can barely hear me on.
I can hear you just fine. You can hear me.
I can hear you now.
I told you.
I can hear you a little bit. It's just before I heard you loud and clear, and then now all of a sudden I can barely hear you.
Yeah, I got the speaker close to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can hear you a little bit.
Okay, cool.
So what were you saying about the Orlando shooting?
What I was saying was, how did he get past security with a machine gun?
I don't know.
And then about the shooting, there was not letting people out the door. Somebody was holding the door hostage, not letting nobody out the door. Then there was a couple of more people involved in it. I guess a lot of crazy mess.
I don't know. That sounds crazy to me. It's like, how do you get past security? Because there's security anywhere. And I feel like when you go places with guns, how do you get past security? And I wonder, like back in 2012, you remember that guy, that redheaded guy, shot up a movie theater?
Yeah, he looked like the Joker and
He,
stuff.
I wonder how he got past security and what caused the person to just go ahead and just shoot at innocent people for no reason. I
They,
don't understand.
they probably didn't have no security up in there.
And that guy that did that Orlando shooting, what color was he? Black or white? Or do you know what race he was?
With the Orlando shoot, I think he was like, I forgot race, but I know he wasn't white.
Um,
Hmm.
yeah, and that's one of the reasons if I do go out, it's gonna be during the day.
Shoot, sometimes during the daytime it'd be dangerous too.
Yeah, and I'm definitely well. If I'm going to work or school, I I have no choice but to go up to be out alone. But if I'm just going out to like a movie, mall, or club, it has to be during. Well, clubs ain't open in the daytime. I don't go to clubs no way.
I
I
don't
really
either.
don't.
I don't even miss the clubs like that no more.
And besides music be too damn loud because I've been to a bar before. Music be too loud. I don't like when the music is way too loud, busting my eardrum. And I can't even have a conversation with a person if the music is crazy loud.
Yeah, that's what I'd rather
I
sit.
don't like, yeah, I don't like having to scream at people and then have people repeat themselves over and over and then have me having to scream and repeat myself. So if I'm hanging out with somebody, I'd rather go out in a quiet place where we can communicate and hear each other.
Hmm.
And if I do I like parties, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, for some reason I just don't like the clubs. Yeah, I just don't care to go to no club. And besides, clubs are expensive. Some of them are. And I don't drink alcohol like that.
Me either.
I'll have
I'd rather
I'll
drink.
have wine on occasion, but I don't drink alcohol.
Yeah. But yeah, let me get off this hangout.
Are you about to be done with the hangout?
Yeah, cause my baby. Yeah, 'cause I spend time with my loved one, but I'm about to get off of this.